When mass murderers, rapists, baby killers, and kidnappers thank you, you're on the wrong side of justice. You're on the wrong side of humanity. And you're on the wrong side of history.
These words from the Israeli Prime Minister came just after 2 Israeli embassy staff were shot dead in Washington, D.C. Benjamin Netanyahu is apparently laying some of the blame with Western leaders, accusing them of fueling antisemitism and siding with Hamas.
Now, these leaders may think that they're advancing peace. They're not. They're emboldening Hamas to continue fighting forever. And they give them hope to establish a second Palestinian state, from which Hamas will again seek to destroy the Jewish state. And mind you, it's not going to be a state free of Hamas. When you establish a Palestinian state, we've seen it. The radicals take over. Iran sends them in and they take over.
Netanyahu directed his criticism towards Keir Starmer, Emmanuel Macron, and Mark Carney. He said the three were on the wrong side of humanity.
You're on the wrong side of justice. You're on the wrong side of humanity.
His comments follow the deadly shooting of 2 Israeli embassy staff at an event at the Capital Jewish Museum. A young couple, Sarah Milgram and Yaron Lishinsky, were killed in what police are calling a targeted attack. The suspect was arrested at the scene, shouting "Free Palestine" as he was taken into custody.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
The attack came just days after the UK, France, and Canada publicly condemned Israel's expanding offensive in Gaza. They called the humanitarian crisis there intolerable and warned of potential consequences if the offensive continues. Starmer has also now suspended talks on a potential trade deal with Israel. Meanwhile, former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Olmert suggested that only one world leader could pressure Netanyahu to change course.
If at some point the President of the United States, President Trump, will take part and perhaps will summon the Israeli Prime Minister and say to him in no unclear terms that enough is enough. And this is something that needs to be said, and I entirely understand the discontent and the criticism coming from friendly countries such as Canada or Great Britain or France. They are not against the state of Israel, they are against the Israeli government.
On the ground in Gaza, the humanitarian crisis deepens. Over 98 trucks entered Gaza on Thursday, but the UN says it's still nowhere near enough to sustain the population. The limited flow of aid follows the 11-week blockade, with airstrikes resuming in March. Since then, over 3,600 Palestinians have been killed, according to Gaza's health ministry.